Hi, I am Rabbi Lynne Landsberg, the Senior Advisor on Disability Issues for the Religious Action Center. In 1999, I was in a devastating car accident that left me with a traumatic brain injury. After 6 weeks in a coma, 4 months in the hospital, and years of intensive rehabilitation, I have slowly regained the ability to speak, to read, to walk, and basically how to live. The traumatic brain injury has left me with persistent physical and cognitive challenges. Now I walk with a cane, require assistance with minor tasks, and my speech therapist says I must speak slowly to be understood. For a New Yorker, that is the hardest part. What I learned was that I now belong to a second minority that is daily the victim of discrimination, and though about 10 times larger than the American Jewish community, this minority remains almost invisible and barely heard: Americans with disabilities. We Jews, especially we Reform Jews, need to understand that discrimination permeates the full life of a person with a disability. About 1/5 of the American population is living with a disability, and there is no reason to suspect that the proportion is very different in the American Jewish community. Jews with disabilities are a distinct segment of our community whom the Jewish world is choosing not to serve. We Jews must understand that serving this community means more than a ramp to the front door. Synagogues all over the country shut Jews out by not altering other physical barriers such as stairs to the bima and more. Synagogues shut Jews out by not offering sign language interpreters and prayer books in Braille. Synagogues shut Jews out by continuing non-inclusive religious schools and inaccessible adult programming. We, all of us, shut Jews out by maintaining attitudes of discomfort and disdain. We Jews would never consciously do it, but are we unconsciously putting a stumbling block before the blind? Years ago, Jewish groups working with people with disabilities recognized that raising awareness was a critical component to welcoming people with disabilities and their families into Jewish communities everywhere. So was born the idea of one common month of activities across the United States. The month of February was chosen, and this month of February marks the 3rd annual Jewish Disability Awareness Month. Please use this month to educate all of the people with whom you come in contact. Teach them about the significant percentage of the American Jewish community to whom we are turning our backs by not making reasonable accommodations for their involvement in Jewish life, the Jewish life those without disabilities take for granted.